Mark of the Ninja is a 2D stealth action game with puzzle elements. It has a heavy emphasis on story and the fantasy of being a ninja. Mark of the Ninja is the story of a voiceless ninja who must seek revenge on a businessman who sent a SWAT team to attack his clan's dojo. The protagonist starts off waking up after receiving a tattoo. The tattoo was made with rare ink that grants the hero superhuman reflexes and strength, but at the same time also slowly drives him crazy. The gameplay of Mark of the Ninja consists of using acrobatics and ninja tools to clear objectives and make it to the end of a level. Players will shoot darts to knock out lights and distract guards, scale walls, leap large gaps, and hide in the shadows to complete their objectives. In total, there are 12 levels. To make up for this small number, levels are really long and time-consuming. In general, Mark of the Ninja is an easy game, but in a good way. The game is very good about teaching new mechanics as it goes along, that by the end of the game, no situation seems too difficult. One thing to note is that the game contains additional challenge for players who seek it. Every level has side objectives and collectibles in hard-to-reach areas. Every level also has a hidden challenge room. Challenge rooms are, as the title suggests, challenging. Mark of the Ninja has a heavy emphasis on point collecting and high scores. At the end of every level, the player's actions are tallied up and a score is produced based on enemies killed, collectibles collected, times the player was spotted, etc. The scoring system is used for a leaderboard. The leaderboard compares the player's score on every level with the scores from other players on their friends list.
Wow. Look at that cast.
Mark of the Ninja can be played in many ways. For example, the main character can be equipped in such a way that it's possible to beat every level without killing a single guard. On the flip side, it's possible to cause tons of mayhem and slaughter everyone if the player wants. In general, most situations can be tackled in many ways. This extends to deciding whether or not to drop a chandelier on someone, or assassinate them with toxic gas, or simply distract them and sneak by. Mark of the Ninja doesn't have much replay value. There's really only 3 things that tempt the player to continue playing the game after they beat the main story. 1. New Game Plus. Basically, the game started over with all unlocked items intact. 2. To collect all missing collectibles and beat all missing challenges. And 3. To try for better scores on levels to outrank friends' scores. Mark of the Ninja contains some design faults. For one, since there's a high emphasis on score, and being spotted by a guard lowers score, players will abuse the load last checkpoint feature often. This leads into the second problem. The checkpoint system can be buggy at times, spawning the player back in a bad place, like the line of sight of a guard, making for situations of impossible to avoid repeatedly being spotted. Despite its faults, Mark of the Ninja is a really fun game. It's perhaps the definitive 2D stealth game. Well worth the time and money to check out. Additionally, for players who can't get enough of the game, there's optional DLC that can be purchased as well. My score is 7 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Au revoir.
Let's keep it that way. Now you're ready to kill. The beginning of the kill is like embracing a lover. The end, of course, is not.